Well, I'm back out here today fishing a local lake, trying to get a couple hours in before dark. I got my buddy Lucky with me today. He's very bored with me right now. I'm not catching any fish yet, so. They just opened this recently to the public about a year or two ago, and it seems like it's gotten a decent amount of pressure. When I first started coming here, not really anybody was fishing it, and they built a public access, and kind of seems like it's been hit pretty hard recently. A lot of bait guys too, so probably got 3 or 4 people here on this side fishing it right now. But I'm gonna move further down and see how it goes. Maybe let Lucky off the leash a little bit if it's not too busy. I haven't seen too many people walking around, so that's good. This shore has kind of gotten overgrown the last couple of years. Used to be able to just kind of walk along and not be in the brush so much, but I think either might be a little high right now actually, so maybe it'll be a little bit easier coming up, but it seems like it's gotten a lot more overgrown in the last year or so since I've been fishing it. Not sure if it's just from the increased traffic or stuff's finally making its way down or what, but it was supposed to rain today, but I think it kind of came off a little bit different, so I'm hoping it stays away until dark and we'll be able to get a couple hours in. Gonna be fishing with a finesse jerkbait most of the day, I think. It's already pretty overgrown. I got my swim jig through all right, but never really seem to do super good with that here unless it's, you know, early in the year. Might try a different trailer on it as well. Good boy. Next time I stop, I'll throw on a paddletail trailer on it and see how I do with that. Oh, that was a hit. There we go. Yeah, when I first started coming here, you could catch about 14-inch fish all day. This kind of seems to be the norm now. Sorry, little buddy. Pretty guy though. Beautiful day today. When I got here, some a-hole was in the parking lot doing burnouts. Of course, he always got some idiot trying to ruin it for the rest of us. Gonna get stuff closed down so we can't go to it just because he wants to have a little fun in his clapped out Chevy 1500. Got the V8, bro. But fortunately, that's just kind of how it is nowadays. Just don't raise their kids right. We're on top of the weeds now. I like to let these things kind of sink down, get to the bottom right on top of the weeds, and just kind of drag them across, pull them up and down off the top of it. Usually there's fish just sitting in them, you can get them out. It's also good to do with senkos. I tend to go more for the soft plastic jerk baits. They have a little bit different of a fall, but they also can be used a little bit quicker if you got some fish on top of the water. They're really fun to use for that. You can use the Senkos too, they just don't seem to be quite as effective for whatever reason. At least I haven't as much luck with them. I'm sure somebody in the comments will say they have, but I know a lot of people prefer craw style baits on these, but I really cut my teeth with these, starting with the swim baits, and for whatever reason sometimes they just seem to really work. So this lake I've got about a 20-inch bass on one, so we're gonna give it a go today. Alright, let's get this bad boy go. I've had this rod for probably 15 years now, and it looks like it's finally starting to show a little wear on it. I'm gonna have to replace some of the tips soon. Yeah, water's definitely up a bit. I couldn't tell before, but I can tell now. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a some kind of weed, I believe, and maybe some branches, but it gets really thick and rooty, and usually you can see that, and it's a little bit above water right now, or a little bit below water right now, so. Lucky he found himself half a dead bird and he started eating that, so looking forward to the results of that in a few days. Oh, the fishing seemed to kind of die off after that little bit of sun we had went away. Might be switching to a different color here in a little bit, but I was hoping for some more action. Usually when I'm at a place like this, I'm kind of looking for anything weird, like, it's not weird, but you know, anything different, like this little bit of cattails coming out. I was hoping there'd be some fish in front of it. Not really seeing anything right now, but you can kind of see the weed line coming up here a little bit better. Just kind of makes like a straight line as soon as it hits that certain depth there. And you see that a lot in different lakes in Michigan. Let's switch this guy out, try something different. An hour or so to fish in one of the bays on the north end of the lake. Pretty good insect hatch going on right now. Not really seeing any kind of movement on top of the water. Haven't pretty much the entire time, other than one spot briefly, but I'm pretty sure it was just a beaver out in the middle of the lake. Wondering if the bass are maybe starting to spawn, but I have not seen any beds or anything. Lucky's out in his own little world over there. He ate about half a bird earlier, so that was cool. I don't know how far I'll be able to make it down shore that way. It really does look like it's up a bit, quite a bit. All this rain we've been getting. Hey! I think you found something else dead over there, so that's going to be good. Okay, there we go. There we go. I spit it out. I tried to hydroplane him a bit too much over here. Just saw a little bit of activity over there, so hopefully it's a fish of some kind. I'm assuming so by the way the plop sounded. Probably a small bass. Followed it in. That's what I like to do with these Senkos sometimes, is reel them in about halfway and then just let them drop back down. Sometimes you'll have a fish just follow them in. It's been caught on a rock. This is a pretty shallow bay out here. If they're staging to spawn, I figured they'd be out this way. Oh, is that a loon? Maybe just a duck. Definitely trying to clean himself pretty good. There we go. He's coming right at me. A little bit bigger. What's that, buddy? Didn't even have it down there that long. I managed to gut hook them. This will probably be a little bit hard to see, but there's a pretty easy way to ungut hook them as long as you're decent with a pair of pliers. I think I can get this out. There we go. Pretty little guy. Oh, Lucky doesn't like the looks of that duck. What's that duck doing, buddy? Got another one. Nope. Just some weeds. Lucky! Oh my god. It's funny, he used to not go anywhere near the water and now he's brave. That's how Tess was too. Same thing. She figured it out way earlier in life than he did though. Might have to do something about that. He's starting to get a bit brave there, and I don't know how well he swims. I've never actually seen him swim before. What's that duck doing, buddy? What's that ducky doing, bud? What was that ducky doing? Sound like that ducky, Mr. Zach. Yeah, it looks like there's a little beaver right there too. You can't really see him, he's low to the water right now. I think he knows Lucky's kind of freaking out. Actually about that duck, but we'll see. Glad I made the switch to the Senko. I think with the sun going down, it's a little bit cooler today. They're a little bit less active. I really needed to just take a day off and come out here with my kayak at some point. I think what we're gonna have to do is just fish this the rest of the time and then make our way back at dark. I'm not gonna have much opportunity to film otherwise. I thought I'd be able to walk down the shore a little bit that way, but it is much less inviting than it appeared at first. There we go. Oh, you gotta love when a dog finally figures out he likes water. Look at that goose. Just be a little school of them out there. Well, they ain't really getting any bigger, but I always wonder, I don't think it's possible, but whenever you see those red eyes on those bass, I always wonder if maybe they somewhere down the line crossed with a crossed with a rock bass or something. You'll see it on smallmouth occasionally too. Well, more so smallmouth, honestly. They're all part, I believe rock bass are also part of the sunfish family. I know black bass are in general. Oh yeah. Okay, this one might be a little bit better. Nah, I don't think so. Lucky, is that a fishy? Oh, Senko saving the day. How many times has that been said? Tess were here, she'd be trying to bite this out of my hands right now. What it is, but they seem to be just, there's like a weed line or something out there and they seem to be just sitting on it. Pretty much the 5th or 6th fish I pulled off this exact same spot, or this exact same like area. Especially in the summer, they seem to be a little bit more related to the deep, but I figured it might be a little bit cold, they might be pushed back, but it seems like they're in these bays right now chasing something. Not sure what, but better for me. Oh, I got some geese coming again. Oh, something just grabbed it again. I've been paying attention and watched my line kind of slowly come off the water. I was like, what is that? Yep. What a good boy. You good boy, Mr. Lucky? Done eating poop and birds? Oh! That felt good too. I think he might have pulled my bait off. Yes, he did. Alright, well, we're still getting bites, so well, I might not have got that last fish on video, but got one more. It's decent keeper size. Lucky was very excited about it. He's still looking for it. It's already gone, buddy. Been an absolutely gorgeous day today. A little bit chilly, but I'm okay with that. It keeps people away. Nothing like a little bit of solitude so close to a city. Wind's kind of died down. Got a pretty good hatch still going. There's a crazy amount of bugs out right now. Luckily no mosquitoes. Just a bit too cool for them. So I think I got a few more casts and I'm gonna get out of here. Let's try a few over here, why not? Maybe there'll be something over here now. Good boy. Oh no. I just pulled it out of its mouth. There we go. No. Oh, come on. Saw one moving over there. Let's see what happens. Did not bring my regular glasses, so I cannot see a dang thing. Just had a bite there. Probably just a little guy by the way it felt, but alright. One more if we don't get a fish. Time to go, buddy boy. Alright, let's see. There we go. Yep. Just a little guy. Alright, we'll do one more cast after this. I'm going to keep catching them. I can't really leave. Well, he might have gut hooked himself, so this might be the last fish. The best way to get these through, I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but you got to push it through the gill like that. And usually it'll just pop right out. That one actually came out pretty easy, so. You didn't get him, buddy. What's up with that? It's amazing. Sometimes you can get one that'll just hold in its mouth for like a minute, and then you'll get another one, you have the thing in its mouth for 5 seconds, it's already back at the back of the gut. Alright, this should be the last cast. Yep. Alright, well I think that's about it. Appreciate you guys' time. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you around next time.